Hey friends, we are fearless. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Frances Young, and we are here on another Fearless Short. Before we get to this episode, I would really love for you to know what your human design energy type is, so that you can follow along with what we're talking about, whether it's an episode with a guest or it's the Fearless Shorts. You're going to go to my website, www.thefearlessprojectltd.com. You're going to input some information and it's going to spit out something that looks a little weird. Yeah, that is called a human design body graph. It's going to tell you 3 important things that today I hope that you go forth into the rest of life, understanding what energy type means, strategy, and authority. And if not, just keep listening to the podcast. I can't wait for you to see what we talk about, what I talk about, and maybe get a laugh or two. So, without further ado, when this episode is released, it will be close to the end of a lot of planets all being in retrograde at the same time. I have very much reframed the way that I think about retrogrades. And I hope that this episode, or maybe even the month of August that you just experienced, shows you that you can reframe them as well. They are a time of reflection. They are a time of when things are moving slower. A retrograde is when a planet appears to be moving backwards to our viewpoint here on Earth. But it's actually not moving backwards, just so you know. For any of the gullibles out there, I am one of them. And what that does is it gives us a moment to be like, hang on, in different areas of our life. But when a human is told, hang on, or a child is told, don't go there yet, honey, it's okay, don't rush off. Hey, you'll run into traffic, hey. It's a moment to be like, hang on a sec, we got to check, that the kid's got her shoes tied before she runs into traffic, let alone that there's a stoplight. In August, we had, let's see if we can name them off in the height of recording it, in the middle of Mercury retrograde. We had Neptune retrograde. Whoop, there's some wordage coming in. Saturn retrograde, Pluto retrograde, Chiron is retrograde. Okay, we named the main 5. Maybe there's something else that's retrograde in this moment and I can't remember. We got to look at ourselves. We got to look at our foundations. We've got to look at the ways that we communicate. We've got to look at our wounds and we've got to look at our dreams, if I haven't mentioned that one yet. But the interesting thing also for myself that I will say about doing inventory and constantly being in a moment of reflection, I say that with a tone because when you go down a certain amount of awareness on yourself and your body, I'm going to put that as a big spectrum. Sometimes you're really fucking tired of being really aware of yourself and you just want to run into traffic to make it all stop. I'm laughing because I hope that somebody resonates with that in that moment, because I'm like, oh fuck, I'm resonating with that in that moment. You don't have to continually in the reflection moments beat down on yourself that why don't I have this better foundation yet? Or why don't, XYZ insert. I got really excited about the fact that Leo season, my season and my birthday is in the height of all of these retrogrades. You wouldn't have caught me saying that 2 years ago. Would have been like, it's going to be utter chaos. Especially as a generator. because we're go, 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 do. I saw a funny meme the other day that was like, if filling your schedule was an Olympic sport, generator would win gold. When I see empty space on my calendar, I freak the fuck out. Now, the potential of how many people resonate with that, regardless of their energy type, I bet you is going to be a lot, because the 21st century has a lot of humans that are really bad at doing nothing. I'm calling y'all out. I am one of them. Generators just want to always know that they're going to do something. I've had many ideas about the things that I want to talk to the world about with human design, with my current knowledge. And I really want to begin these Fearless shorts going into the fall with, yes, what am I afraid of most right now? And 2, starting to read the 64 gates that are on a human design graph. And I'm going to start with the one that we are currently in when this is being recorded, because it also happens to be the 7th day of the month. And we are currently transiting human design gate number 7 as what is the conscious sun gate. So if someone is born today, that baby is going to be given the gift number 7 on the human design graph. If you're currently looking at yours or pulling it up or whatever, they'll be given number 7 as the most important energy out of their entire graph. Gift 7, and talking about it on the 7th day feels very aligned. So here we go. Leos are leaders in a nutshell. They are the king of the jungle. If you have gift 7, you are a natural leader, whether you want to believe it or not. Depending on how much imposter syndrome you've got as that Leo, hand up to myself. I actually do not have gift 7 in my human design chart. Doesn't mean it does not exist in my body. It's just not a prevalent energy for me. Gift 7 is about how you show up to do what is right for that situation. What is the courteous, bestest way to be, in air quotes, a leader in a situation that your energy is given? It's to do right for everyone, regardless of if you have a left or a right incarnation cross, whether you have a personal karma or a karma that wants to serve others. 7 is the person that you listen to and the way that they say, hey, this is how we have to do this. This gift is not in the throat. However, it is directly across from a gate that is in the throat. 7 is all about the direction that you are leading the collective, leading the greater good of the moment. This ultimately, when other people see you lead and show up in the correct way for that scenario, inspires greatness, inspires everyone to follow you, whether you like it or not. It's just a moment that all of a sudden there's this glow, there's this person's got our back. Anyone that has 7 that I personally know, and I know that they have 7, when they're showing up correctly with an energy that isn't feeling forceful, we're making new words up as we go here. I'm Shakespeare, leaderly. It's a leader that doesn't know it's a leader. It's a leader that has, let's use for a better word in this moment, an essence of humbleness about themselves, because they're just doing what they are doing in order to benefit someone else. The energy of what they do and how they do it is the magic. They just naturally carry this within them. It is not something that is forced. It is not something that the ego or shadow side holds on and is like, I need these people to follow me. It does not have any context of that nature. Gift 7 is in the G center. And the G center is literally the most collective center out of all of them. Because it's about the direction of souls. It's about the direction of the soul itself and how it moves through the world. There is love, there is depth, there is a different type of essence to the G center. And with 7 in the leadership quality of 7 is for the collective. The lion is ultimately always trying to protect its tribe. Its tribe has its mamas, and they produce the kids, which keep the tribe going. It just all makes sense. There's a couple other words that I want to add to gift 7. The way that the energy comes across from 7 is the energy of a valedictorian. Just what that word represents in school. Valedictorian. They are meant to be the example for everyone. That this is the highest achiever. This is the person that's going to go far in life. I was valedictorian in grade 8. I think that still counts. Anyways, valedictorian that speaks up for everyone on behalf of everyone. If you are gift 7 and are someone that's been told to be quiet, I want you to hear that you need to be loud on the moments when you know you need to be loud. Because that energy is going to come across in a way that inspires in ways that we cannot even fathom. I'd like to leave you with a reframe as to how to look at yourself with a little more fearlessness. Once upon a time, I did a meditation. This was a few years ago. Coming out of this meditation, something was very clear from my body. My body told me to fear itself less. You do not have to be afraid of the intuition that your body is speaking to you. You can fear yourself less. You can love yourself more. And I promise you that life is going to show you the rest.